I'm not going to get the splash zone.
All right, sure. I'll put your token. There you go. You're down there now. So, Vey, it looks like Widow and Tiberius are both down in this chamber.
Okay, Shrump. If you would like to go on down, I'll come right behind you.
I was going to stay up here. I'm the one that's going to be pulling people back up.
We're not coming back, Shrump. We're going down. It's side off. Everything is good.
Not
We're going to
I
leave the
thought
ropes here so that we can climb back out later.
The plan was that they were going to go down with you, and then I was going to be up here to pull everybody back up if they needs be. I don't think the dragon's down that hole. I think that's the ladder.
Back up?
What the hell? No, dumbass! Of course we don't need backup. We just came down here.
Okay, Shrump.
This place is monstrous. There is a humongous cavern in here. It's going to take us days to look through it all.
With a neon sign that says blank blank down 3 rooms, blank blank, flashing neon sign, dragon 3 chambers away, west. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't say that. Watch it be 3 chambers to the west. I'll be like, oh my god, I gave it to him. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so who's going down the hole next? Somebody give me an athletics check as you're halfway down the hole. Let's see if anybody.
Go on, Vey.
Only
Right,
DC.
Trump.
Only a DC 10.
Trump.
What?
You are the strongest among us. It makes more sense that you would precede the weakest among us to make sure it's safe before I go down.
Well, Widow wanted to go down. She got Widow and Tiberius down there, and I'm going to stay up here as guard.
You're not guarding. You're going along with us.
I love
What
it.
the hell's taking you guys so long? Get
Just
down
go
here.
down the hole.
One hand in front of the other, you guys. Come on down.
I walk over there and look. I'm like, "What the hell? Sean, get your bony ass down here and let's get this done."
So the floor,
Alright, I'll
the
climb
floor
down.
caves in, and both Shrump and no, I'm just kidding.
No, that's that is so horrible to do. That is not the right answer.
Mascot, thank you so
yes,
much
22.
for the follow, Mascot. Thank you
Way
very
to
much.
Shrump it.
He practically just
Welcome
falls off the wall and doesn't
To
Give
the
it
make a
needed
little
community,
freaking
Mascot.
rope.
Welcome.
Alright,
Now,
I cut the
Shrum
rope
gets
and pull
about
us back
2/3 of the
up.
way down, and with a roll of 22, practically
Oh
lets
my
go
god.
and lands with his sword
Did-
shield in his hand.
Did
He
you
does.
just hear what Vey said?
Yes.
Listen to what Vey said. What are you doing, Vey?
I cut the rope, pull us back up, and drop down 3 fireballs.
Oh my god! Roll initiative. No, you get a you get
I'm
surprise.
just kidding, of course. I'm doing a
Oh,
Tiberius,
oh,
I'm kidding thing.
all right.
Holy shit. For like 1 second, I was like,
Welcome to
oh
the
my
welcome
god,
to the
3
channel,
fireballs,
Mascot.
huh?
Alright, no, I climbed down the rope too. You say it's 3 check?
Yeah, halfway down, give me a strength check.
Alright,
Let's-
I'm making sure the rope is tied off, both of them.
Sure, both of them are
Oh,
tied off to
okay.
huge whale bones that are sticking out of the ground, basically. Perfect anchors. Perfect anchors for the rope. Everybody's successful climbing down the rope. Everybody's
Fantastic.
great. Yeah. So Vey, you are
Yes, thank you, Shrum.
also down there. So as I said to Widow in the northern corner, let me get my pointer. I love having my pointer here, guys. And
Yeah, you can't
gals.
ping.
No, you cannot ping. So you see it where the arrow is here in this corner. There are a bunch of baskets that are
Baskets,
stacked
eh?
up. Yeah, they're stacked up about 5-6 feet high.
I'm gonna-
It's just fish.
Oh, fish.
Hang on. Didn't Tiberius say that the people up the top died of starvation? So, with all this fish down the bottom.
Well,
And-
you looked
and,
into one tent, and it looked like there were 2 dead of these 2 dead men of the north. There were 2. You didn't check any of the other tents. You didn't really check anything out except for the big tent, except for a couple fire pits along the way.
Yeah, I mean, but those 2 people, you're absolutely right. If this was right underneath them, just a rope's climb away. But wait a minute, Dave, you said that these are like a whole bunch of like stacked fish. Does this look like an offering?
Why don't
Also,
you
this
give me
fish could
a
have been put here after those men died.
religion check? And very, very good, Vay. It possibly could. You're not 100% sure, but
Okay.
it could be. It could be an offering.
You guys, I think this fish is stacked down here. Potentially, it could be like an offering, and
All
I
the
don't know
fish
what
are stacked the same way.
And I don't know
Well-
what white dragons eat, but it's possible that they eat a lot of fish.
Yeah, yeah. We'll say this: they're
Well-
stacked neatly, all kind of facing the same direction.
If they eat a lot of fish, then it's going to have nice, healthy, shiny scales.
Well, how long has this fish been down here? It's frozen, right?
It's definitely frozen. Yeah, each fish is wrapped in seaweed, so it's like sushi rolls, basically.
Oh, nice.
Mummy!
Oh, yeah.
Well, either the dragon is not hungry yet, or he will be coming to eat soon.
Hey, what about tracks? Is there any dragon tracks around here? Can anybody see anything?
I don't
How
know, I'm
exactly
looking
would a
around.
dragon get in here?
Nobody sees any prints except for coming from the middle of the circle, where you guys had been.
Okay.
How large is
Doesn't
that
look like-
opening there to the south?
Maybe 20 feet. Circle, large circle, 20 feet. 20 feet wide, 15 feet wide, maybe.
Do I know if that's big enough for a dragon to fit through?
Oh yeah, it'd be tight for a small dragon. No, but a large dragon could probably barely fit.
Okay.
So this ring that we're in the middle of, Dave, and I apologize. I know you've said it twice already. I'm just trying to visualize it in my head. This ring. What are those circles that are? What are those rings that we're in right now?
It's
Is that-
basically it's the area of the hole above you that you just came down.
Oh, I see. So it's just like just designing that.
Old-fashioned
It's not
dashed
like
line.
Yep.
it's not like rocks or anything.
No,
Okay,
it's
got
not,
it.
No, no. This is a map that was not made by me. So if I made this map, I wouldn't have that there. But that's just me.
So it's pretty dark in here, and I still have that light on my feet, but I don't know how
Yep.
how good that's going to be. But
Yep.
I think it might be smarter for me to maybe dispel that and put a little bit of light at the end of my healing staff, and
Sure.
kind of carry it out in front of me so that there's a way that I can see as we start moving forward.
Do you
And,
blow on the end of the staff like Gandalf did? How he kind of like just went, and the light came on.
Et Valorum. Yeah, and it'll just light up.
All right.
He pisses on the end of it.
That's right.
Wow.
And I'm also going to start kind of wheeling over to where I see Shrump. I want to kind of get near him, just in case there's something near us. We can use Shrump as a ginormous litmus test.
Sure, you could see that at the end of this hall, which is about 25 feet or so. It seems like it opens up into a larger room again.
And this cave, is it carved by?
It's massive.
And is it naturally formed, or has it been carved by something? Scratch marks? Those are the kinds of things I'd like to start looking for
It
on
looks-
the walls or whatever.
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Also, it is just ice. There is no earth, right?
Correct. It is just one. It is 100% ice.
Okay, I wanted to confirm that we really are on a iceberg and not
It
an
doesn't,
island.
Tiberius. It doesn't look like it was fashioned by the dwarves or anything. It
So
looks
you guys-
possibly earthen, maybe dug out a little bit. It's not. It doesn't look natural. That's for sure. The room is too perfect for that. The room is
See,
squared too perfectly for that.
all right, so I let everybody know that it looks like that some sentient being shaped this. It's not natural. And I'm going to tell you my fears, you guys. My fear is that we're really close to this dragon. Do we have any idea what we're going to do if we find it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
run
I'm gonna
away.
ask it why it's here.
Yeah, the floor is glass-like. I mean, it's glass smooth like a baby's behind. Now, as for the height of the ceiling, this room is about I'd say about 90 feet up. But as you get over to the exit, it slopes down to, like a tunnel. So it's like a tunnel that's burrowed into the side of this massive chamber. And it is about 15 to 20 feet high. It's not perfect. It kind of runs up and down between 15 to 20 foot high.
So I'm carefully walking, by the way, since this whole place is made out of ice. I don't want to slip and hit my head. But it sounds like you guys, Shrump, Vey, Widow, when we come across this dragon, if we do come across it, sounds like we're going to parley first and then attack later. So does anybody, before we get into this... Go ahead.
Attack if necessary. I don't think we need to attack the dragon.
Yeah, attack if necessary.
Does anybody know any weaknesses? Weaknesses of the white dragon? I'm assuming heat.
Remember, we're mainly looking for the sorceress.
Yeah, but I mean, all factors point to some gigantic creature that lives underground that can blow ice and freeze people. And I'm thinking we've got to be close to this dragon.
Yeah,
and I just want to make sure that we don't make a mistake and run in and get him. Shrump, especially you.
We have a beef with the dragon. We're looking for the sorceress.
It is very cold too. It's probably 20 degrees in here. You can see as you're breathing, you can see the breath shooting out. Like the Packers playing at Lambeau Field. Or the Patriots up in New England. I mean, or Boston.
No, I've no idea, David. What you're saying.
Football teams, American football. Never mind.
Right.
So yeah,
football for damaged people.
So basically, you can see the
when you're
breath
playing
coming
cricket.
out. Cricket.
It's like when you're playing cricket in a freezer. There you go, Dave.
Cricket in the freezer. Cricket's a nice
football where they
summer
intentionally
game.
run into each other.
Sorry, Worm, that was pretty bad. Cricket in a freezer. So yeah, it's very cold in here. The floor is smooth. You have winter boots on, so you have small spikes on the end of your boots, so you have pretty good traction. Some points you may need a dexterity saving throw, but I'll let you know if you think the floor may be a little too wet or slick or uneven.
Dave, if I were to sit down, could I scoot around on the ice?
Sure.
Rather than walk?
Yeah, somebody could push you sort of like a sled. Absolutely.
Someone want to pull me along?
No.
As she wraps the rope around her that she cut, right?
Hey, I'm actually 647 years old, but I like that fun.
Pull around by her hair.
Oh, snap. That's what I want to see.
Oh, wow, cave woman.
Wow,
Vey, I don't know what you're doing.
You always have to take it one step too far.
Absolutely.
That's right. Okay, Vey, I'll push you. That's what you want.
No, better walk.
All right.
So
So let's start heading a little bit south, bit.
Yeah, as you guys start going south, southwest, you can tell that there is a mist now starting to come up from the ice, and it seems like it's going to hurt your visibility slightly, even in dark. Even if you have dark vision, it's going to affect your visibility. So
let me see if I can. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just going to tell you something.
I was just gonna tell everybody that. Does anybody have any way that they can maybe blow this mist away? Or I don't even know if this is like a magical mist or natural occurring. So maybe I'd like to do a nature check to see if this is something that is a normal kind of mist, or if this is something that looks magical in nature. All right, never mind.
Looks like natural mist to you. So.
Okay.
I think you better put that light out, because it's just going to be reflecting off the mist and blinding us.
No, you're absolutely right. I think I'll put that out, and then I'm going to get close to Vey, since she can see, and I'll kind of stay within sight of her, maybe 5 feet sight, real close, almost touching distance.
Right. So as the light spell goes out, bam, everybody's dark vision truly kicks on, and across this hall, or across this new room that you're entering, you can see that spaced out about every 25-30 feet, there are these sconces on the walls, and they're producing a fire. And it's dimly lighting this area. Now that the bright 100-foot, 40-foot torch is out, now that you can actually see that there's actually a dim light, and there's fire producing this dim light.
Sweet, just like in Avatar the movie.
It's
So I'm guessing.
It doesn't look like a torch. It looks like a bowl connected to the wall, like a
like a mini brazier.
yeah, like a little brasser. Yeah, the brasser.
TinyBrazier.com.
Brasser.com. Yeah, exactly.
I'm assuming, Dave, then that if it's shedding light because the reflective nature of ice, would Tiberius be able to see normally?
Yeah, you can see it's dimly lit. Absolutely.
Okay, that's good. I won't have to stay so close to Vay, but I will anyway. Wink.
Yeah, once you're about right here, that's when it starts. That's where the the dim light kicks in because of the fog. That's this very cold mist that's coming up. This fog, and the tunnel goes northwest and southeast.
And is it colder down here than it was up on top?
Appears to be about the same temperature.
Okay.
Yeah, just no wind chill down here.
Okay. Which way do you guys want to head? Do you guys want to go east or do you want to go south?
Oh my god, flip
I'm
a
just
coin,
gonna-
who cares?
Just go on up this way. It's a big circle, I think.
All right. So as you're traveling, same thing. Every 20 feet, 25 feet, there are these bowls that are on the the walls. Chamber ceiling 15 feet, 12, 15 feet, very smooth floor, glass-like. Every step you take, you can hear clicks from your winter's boots. Shrump, as you get towards the wall and you look at one of these bowls, you can tell that it's being lit from not a torch, but there's it's about halfway full of oil. So it has a sort of like a wick going in down into half a cup full of whale oil.
Yeah, I understand the sort of Roman lamp style thing.
Somebody's had to have put oil in this recently.
Yeah, someone's down here fills them up daily.
So I'm going to get out my mace.
Chamber
Dave.
continues on, more of a westerly direction now. Okay, you pull your mace out. All right. So what do you have? You like your mace in one hand and your staff in the other, or?
Yeah, I'll do that. Mace in one hand and staff in the other.
All right.
Pull out my wand.
So as we're heading towards the west, Dave, and we're starting to go up there, I also want to make sure that I'm taking a look around me and make sure that I want to look to see if there's any variance in the way that things look. Maybe the ice is more scuffed, or more tracks, or maybe the color of the ice changes, or the smell, or the heat. Those are the kinds of things I'm doing. Just anything that's going to change the kind of overall feel, so I know that I'm getting near life.
Sure. Yeah. As you go more of a westerly direction, still the same amount of mist is coming up from the ice, and the same temperature where you first came into this cavern is still the same temperature now, and you get to an opening on the northern wall, and now both Shrump and Tiberius, you're standing there, and you two, why don't you two give me a perception check, as it kind of opens up into a very large chamber. And it seems like as you're looking into the chamber, the fog is much, much, much more dense in this room, or this chamber.
Okay. And I want to listen. Do I, as part of my perception, I'm going to listen. Do I hear anything different than what the rest of the chamber has been so far? I want to listen for breathing. This is my specific thing that I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's not a problem. I was sorry I couldn't answer you, because once I start drawing the box to get rid of the dynamic, the fog. I kind of use two hands, but yeah. Let's see. Tiberius. You can actually hear.
Know that my thought is that this mist might be the breath of the dragon. I have no idea though.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to hear if I hear breathing or grumbling or anything different.
No, you can just hear some wind whisk that are coming from the north. You don't hear any. It's not like you hear a dragon snoring or nothing like that.
Okay.
But like I said, to the north, this room, the fog in this room is much, much, much more dense. So it cuts your visibility down even more.
Okay. So I'm gonna get a little closer to Shrump than what I'd normally be. But there's still sconces in the wall with whale oil that are producing light, so I should still be seeing okay?
Now, in this room, there's the sconces stop at the edge of the hall.
Okay.
So pretty much where we are.
That is correct. And then you start to look into darkness, because you can only see about 40 feet in front of you.
Yeah, I'm just going to strain looking into the darkness, kind of leaning up against the wall. I'm going to whisper to Shrump, Shrump, don't get too far. I can't see where we're all going.
Follow me, you stupid half-elf.
Yeah, this is a large chamber. I mean, it seems like it continues to open up, and I mean, it is literally 70, 80 feet wide already.
Okay. I'm hugging this wall, staying as near Shrump as I can.
Okay, sure.
And I'm periodically, as before, I'm stopping and then trying to listen and maybe tasting the air, just doing periodic things to see if anything's different.
Tasting the air, it freezes.
Dave, I'd like to... What do I smell in here?
As you sniff, your nose hole's closed. Boop, from the moisture in your nose.
As you suffocate and die, goodbye.
I remember when it was bring your kids to work day at Walmart one time. I brought my son in, and boy, that was crazy, being a store manager for Walmart and bringing your 4-year-old son, or he was probably about 4, and I brought him in, man. Oh my goodness. I said, son, you wanna go to the freezer where it's super cold? And he goes, yeah, let's go check it out, Dad. He called me Dada. He still calls me Dada. So we went inside the freezer. I said, breathe real quick, Nick. And he did it, and his nose holes went boop, and it closed. It was so cute and so funny. And then his eyes opened up. And he kept doing it all day. He kept saying, take me back to the freezer, Dad. I want to do that again. It was so cute. The way he did it, he just took a big deep breath, and both his nose holes went boop and just shut. It was so funny.
Well, that's weird. I've never done that.
Well, it was cute. It was awesome. All right, so as you guys enter the chamber a little bit more. Sorry, no, you smell nothing. It just smells smells cold. It's just a very cool, very cold, freezing air. Yeah.
My nose closed shut.
Now, as you move in a little bit more, you look around this corner, Shrump. You notice you're actually kind of startled, because frozen into these beautifully, these beautiful crystal clear walls, there is a huge giant. I mean, this thing is probably 3-4 times bigger than you are, and this giant is frozen in the ice wall, and he's got torn armor and nasty. You can see that there's a nasty claw wound across the chest of this giant, and you can see where the armor was filleted open with the flesh, and you could see that it was a mortal wound, and he's frozen in the wall.
Could I try a history check? Does that look like dragon claw damage?
Yeah, sure. You can give me a history check. Definitely looks like, especially with the spaces between the claws, you can see that there's 4 massive slash marks, perfectly spaced. And yes, this is definitely wounds of a dragon. And furthermore, you probably think that this is a trophy of a dragon. Because you know that dragons are very territorial, they love treasure, and they love to display dead.
Just
or maybe
going
their
by
minions.
Going by the width of the spaces between the scratch marks across his body, can I estimate an age, a size?
This is a big dragon, at least an adult. Maybe not quite an elder dragon, but you know this thing is at least an adult.
I think, alright, I'm thinking that we might want to go back and see if we can't find the mage, because I don't think the mage is down in this bit. I think this is where the dragon is, in this bit.
Why do you say that, Trump? What's up?
What's
See
going
this
on?
giant, and I shall point out the giant and say, you can see from the claws, a really big dragon did this.
Oh,
What
here.
to this giant? And if he can do stuff like that, a giant, I had to think what he would do to Mrs. Shrump's little boy.
What kind of giant is it?
A dead one.
Is it like a frost giant? Does it matter? Just wondering, what are giants doing in the middle of an iceberg?
It is a frost giant. Yes, it is. The giant is blue skin. He has his skin tone is a bluish. So yeah, he would be definitely be a frost giant. Big white.
What's his name, Dave?
Trump,
Big
why would
white
this
beard.
giant be out there?
Well, he as
white
well
It's
seeing
a
that
trophy.
as you say. I wonder what his name is. He busts through the ice like the Kool-Aid Man. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah!
Oh yeah, bitches. No, he's definitely dead. It looks like he died from that wound on his chest.
So go ahead, Trump.
Dragons likes to bring trophies back home and then like put them on the wall, or in this case, make him into the wall, and then they likes to keep them around, so it shows how dangerous and vicious they is. And I'm thinking that anything that what can do this to a giant will do a lot more damage to us and all. So I think either we go back and find a mage, or we proceed but with ultimate stealth and care and being really sneaky like.
I tend to agree with you, Trump. However, we did meet some frozen trophies, possibly on the surface.
I don't
As well
want to
as
be.
some-
If we're taking votes, I do not want to be a frozen trophy.
No,
Yeah.
I do not fancy being
I don't
an
think any of we all do.
No.
This giant is here. Now, you know, as you guys move in a little bit more, you can see that there's another ice giant here in this wall. Same as before,
Oh,
you know.
snap.
A very, studded, one is wearing studded, like a giant studded leather suit. This one against the northeastern wall is wearing like a suit of chainmail. And you can see, one of its arms at about the elbow has been just cut clean. So he's been mortally wounded. On this wall here in front of you, there is another ice giant that has been frozen in the wall. So now there's 3 of these ice giants,
This is
basically
ghastly.
displayed as trophies in this room. So
I'll tell
far,
you this.
just 3 so far.
I'm thinking going by the size of the claw marks and the space in between the claws. This is a large dragon, maybe a sort of middle-aged dragon, sort of not quite an ancient eternal dragon, but definitely at least a big adult.
But
And
listen,
there's
Trump, I don't
2
think
more
that there's
chambers
going to
going
be.
to the north also.
I don't think there's going to be a dragon that's going to be filling these bowls with whale oil every morning.
No,
So-
exactly.
so
that's
there's
why I
got
think we
to
should
be-
go back.
So you want to go back, or
Well, I
if
think we
we
should go
head
back
this
where-
way?
Dragons do have minions.
And dragons themselves don't need oil-filled little bowls, so it sees where they're going.